Hello, Amy. Thanks for joining us today for Queerty's Pride 50. In advance of Pride, I'd like to wish you and yours a very, very happy Pride season.
Thank you.
It's good to see you after such a whirlwind celebrity adventure on Jeopardy. Can you give us a couple of examples of significant changes that you think, wow, this really has transformed my situation?
Well, I've been invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's not something I ever thought would happen. And just being recognized all the time wherever I go. We're at a hotel, and this hotel employee that was a bartender recognized me and was just so like broing out about it. He was like, "Oh, Amy Schneider, like sick, like you destroyed it." And it was just really, really great.
Anybody reach out to you with something really personal that let you know you'd really touched them?
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard from, a fair number of people talking about, having the courage to come out to their parents after their parents saw me on the show, and they kind of got to understand a bit more about what being trans really is, and that it's not, a scary or strange thing.
And what about you personally in the limelight? Have you received any support from key figures that really made you feel you could do this?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like starting with the people on Jeopardy themselves, they always made me feel perfectly at ease, which was really important. They put me in touch with GLAAD, and GLAAD was a huge help to me in preparing me for everything. And then, just beyond that, I think just everyone. I expected a much more mixed bag of reactions from the public in general, and while there's certainly been some negative stuff, it's been far less than all the support I've gotten just from countless strangers, which is a really a good feeling.
Now, right now in the United States, we have some terrible anti-transgender legislation. What do you think you would tell people? And I mean the ordinary American, I mean the kind of person who tunes into Jeopardy. What could you tell them to disarm these thoughts that transgender people are somehow the enemy?
I would tell people that there are a lot of people out there who have a strong interest, often a financial interest, in scaring you. A lot of the things that people are telling you are just not true. If you understood what really happens, what trans affirming care means for children, you would see that it's not the things that people warn you about, and it's just something that keeps young kids alive. And I think that's something that, nobody wants children to suffer and die. And these laws will do that. They will kill, trans children. And, take it from me, I'm trans. I know that it's really true that that's what's going to happen.
Now, of course, we're in Pride season, and June is like our big month. How has the definition of pride evolved for you personally over the years, and what does it mean to you today?
I think when it started out, I wasn't sure what it meant. I wasn't necessarily proud of who I was. I knew, I knew that it was who I was, and I had to sort of like be it, but it was something that was scary, and I, like kind of the idea of having a parade about it seemed a bit frightening, I guess. But after going to Pride, going to the Trans March in San Francisco, like a place where like trans people outnumber cis people. That's not something, you're almost never even in a room where that's the case. And seeing that there were so many of us, and that so many of them were happy and proud and comfortable, it showed me that that's a place you could get to, and I got there. I became not just comfortable with my identity, but proud of it. And I think that I'm very lucky to be trans.
Amy, thank you so much. Again, I'd like to wish you a happy Pride on behalf of everyone here, and thank you for joining our Pride 50.
Thank you.